The news that Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban have quietly separated after nearly 2 decades of marriage has left many fans stunned. For years, their relationship was considered one of the most enduring love stories in Hollywood, a rare example of two people navigating fame, demanding careers, and public scrutiny while holding on to each other. But as the saying goes, what we see on the outside is never the full story. Nicole Kidman, born in 1967 in Honolulu to Australian parents, grew up between the United States and Sydney. From an early age, she was drawn to performance, and by her 20s she had become one of the most respected actresses of her generation. She went on to win an Academy Award, multiple Golden Globes, and countless other honors for her work. Alongside her success, she built a reputation as a grounded, private person, fiercely devoted to her family. Keith Urban, born in New Zealand and raised in Australia, carved out a different path. With his guitar in hand, he broke into the Nashville country music scene and became one of its brightest stars. Known for hits like Somebody Like You and Blue Ain't Your Color, he earned Grammy Awards, countless #1 singles, and the admiration of country music fans worldwide. Nicole and Keith's paths crossed in Los Angeles in 2005 at a gala celebrating Australians in film. From the outside, it seemed like fate had brought two people from similar backgrounds, both Australians who had made it big internationally, together in the most unlikely of places. A year later, in June 2006, they were married in a ceremony in Sydney. Their wedding was not just a union of two stars, but the beginning of what many thought would be a lifelong partnership. They went on to build a family together, welcoming 2 daughters. Sunday Rose was born in 2008, and Faith Margaret followed in 2010 via surrogacy in Nashville. Over the years, Nicole and Keith spoke often of how much they prioritized family life, choosing to base themselves in Nashville rather than Los Angeles to give their daughters a more grounded upbringing. Through the years, Nicole often spoke about how Keith's love and support gave her strength. In interviews, she described him as her deep love, someone who provided her with a home base to return to after long stretches of filming. Keith, in turn, credited Nicole with helping him through personal struggles, including his past battle with addiction. At various award shows and events, the couple's affection for one another was plain to see. That's why news of their separation hit so hard. According to those close to the family, the split was not something Nicole wanted. She reportedly fought to save the marriage, but despite her efforts, the relationship could not be held together. Her sister, Antonia Kidman, has been a strong source of support, and the wider Kidman family has rallied around Nicole during this difficult time. Reports suggest that Nicole and Keith have been living apart since early in the summer of 2025. While Nicole was in London filming Practical Magic 2, Keith was touring across the United States. Distance had always been a reality of their marriage. The life of an actor and a touring musician rarely allow for long stretches at home. But this time, the separation became more than just physical. In June, Nicole shared a warm anniversary post on Instagram, cuddled up with Keith and wishing him a happy anniversary. By August, she was posting summer memories with her daughters and extended family. Meanwhile, Keith was preparing for another leg of his tour, with concerts scheduled across the country. Behind the scenes, however, the relationship had reached a breaking point. Friends of the couple noted that Nicole was particularly affected by the loss of her mother, Yanelle, in 2024. That grief, layered on top of her demanding filming schedule and the realities of a marriage already stretched by distance, may have played a role in deepening the cracks. Still, Nicole has continued her work. In addition to Practical Magic 2, she remains deeply involved in producing projects that create opportunities for younger artists. At industry events, she has emphasized how important it is for her to use her platform to elevate new voices. Even in times of personal turmoil, her commitment to her craft and to others has remained steady. Keith, for his part, continues to perform. Fans attending his concerts in recent months have noted his characteristic energy and passion on stage, even as speculation about his marriage grew louder. Now, after 19 years together, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban's marriage has come to an end. They have not issued a joint statement, and details about what comes next, whether divorce proceedings, custody arrangements, or other plans, remain private. But one thing is clear: this is not the story either of them wanted. Nicole, especially, is said to have hoped for a different outcome. This moment marks the closing of a chapter that many admired from afar. From their glamorous wedding in Sydney to their lives in Nashville raising 2 daughters, from red carpet appearances to quiet family moments, Nicole and Keith's relationship always seemed to balance the extraordinary with the ordinary. That balance, though, has now shifted. Theirs was a love story shaped by music, film, fame, and the realities of 2 people striving to maintain a partnership under enormous pressure. As fans, it's easy to see only the surface, the pictures on Instagram, the affectionate quotes in magazines. But behind all of that are the same challenges any couple faces, magnified by distance, grief, and public scrutiny. As Nicole leans on her family and continues her work, and as Keith moves forward with his career, what remains is the hope that they both find peace and healing. For their daughters, Sunday and Faith, the love of both parents will no doubt continue, even as the shape of their family life changes. This separation is not just a celebrity headline. It is a reminder that even the strongest seeming relationships can face struggles beyond repair. It is also a story of resilience, of a woman who has weathered loss before, and who will once again find her footing surrounded by the people who love her most. And so, as the world watches Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban take separate paths after 19 years, we are left with both sadness and respect. Sadness that a long love story has come to an end, but respect for the years they gave each other and for the family they built.